Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Hacknet. So we were a bit stumped, right? We're sort of trying to figure out how best to, why are they highlighted? Because maybe I'm connected to them or I've breached them or, oh, I've got admin. Aha, okay. So the tricky thing here, just to come back, is that we don't have admin to this asset cache. We're trying to crack it. When we probe the system, we do have a port that we can get into, the SSH port. However, use port hack to break active security. The firewall is the problem, right? So, help. These are the commands I can use. Help page number. Displays the specified page of commands. Help 2. Oh. Open CD tray. Well, I don't have a CD tray. I think I remember something about this now, that you could actually do that to open your computer's CD tray, which is kind of cute. Reboots the connected computer. Replace, analyze. Wait, hang on. Perform an analysis pass on the firewall of the target machine. Solve. Attempts to solve the firewall. Hang on a sec. Anal. Firewall analysis pass 0. What am I looking at here? Solve. Attempts to solve the firewall solution. So I can't just go solve? No solution provided. Oh. Okay. Help 3. Login. Upload. Clear. Add note. Append. Shell. Opens access shell on target machine. I don't think I could do it here, right? Requires admin access. Oh, well, what if I tried to shell this? What would that do? Overload? Trap? Trigger? That's kind of cool. Oops. Is it the same code every time? Oh, hang on. It's adding zeros. It's doing analysis passes. Oh. Time? T-I-M-E? No. Solve successful. Firewall solved. Oh, okay. What's, port hack, isn't it? No, it's SSH crack 22. God, lucky. That's pretty obtuse from a video game design perspective. I mean, from more of a programming, this is probably how you would have to solve the problem. You just have to keep poking until you find an angle. Port hack. Oh, here we go, boys and boyettes. We got this. All right. Scan. See if we haven't got any new nodes. The logs are going to be ridiculous. View file system. Okay. Log. Get rid of that. I can't close it. Oh, okay. Hexclock.exe. What was the download command? SCP, wasn't it? Copies. SCP hexclock. Transfer complete. We'll jump in the log and we'll go remove all. Clean up our bloody paper trail. DC, get out of here. And I think we're probably done. Reply, send. Woos! Okay, that's cool. Good, let's go. Nice work. Something in return, subject. Nice work. Here's where we're going to start getting harder. I need to ask a favor. I've been a little sloppy lately, which is what got me into this whole mess. That's why I'm writing this in the first place, I guess. Anyway, the point is, there's some logs on a few computers that I'd prefer weren't there. You should remember this if you forget everything else I tell you. Don't get sloppy, delete your logs. If you haven't been, start now. Everything you do on any modern OS is tracked and logged in the log folder. Go there and rm star the whole thing, which is what we've been doing. Never forget to. Request details. Delete all files in the target computer's log. Okay. Use it carefully. P. Anderson's bedroom. Here we go. Well, let's give it a probe. See what we've got to work with. Open ports to crack. There's no firewall, so we should be able to just SSH crack port 22, right? And then port hack the computer. And we're in. Scan the network. No new probes. Check out the file system while we're here. Bin sys home. Tax return. Police report. Letter draft. Dad, you don't understand the choices I made. I don't give a shit, to be honest. Report email. Laptop was stolen at a convention. Right? And then we've got the logs in here. Connection from X. Administrators access. Access valence dossier.pdf. So this is what old mate was up to, and he's trying to get us to clear out. Accessed file. File read by, yeah, so that's me. What is it? Valence dossier. Can we find that somewhere in here? Doesn't look like it's here. Oh, I'm just curious, you know? Okay. RM star. Let's clean up this dude's logs. Wasn't really anything for us to steal. DC. Let's go to my home computer. What's hexclock? No command run. So how do we run exes? Help scan PS, so processes. List, move. Connect IP, connect to an external computer. Someone dropped a comment. We came across an IP address, didn't we? That's interesting, isn't it? Cat displays contents of a file. Oh, maybe I just... Yeah, hex clock. Maybe I just run it like that. Is that not how it works? Hex clock running. Right, so it's a clock. Maybe I need to time myself when I do certain things. Now we're green. I wonder. Oh, okay, and it's changes the colors every certain tick. Use S or N for restricted mode. You mean just like that? That doesn't make sense. You mean hex, S. Right. And if I wanted to close them, I'd want PS. Right. Cool. So kill 14, kill 246. I don't need them running, but it's good to know that I've got that. All right, so you know what? Before we cache this quest in, bitwise test, Macrosoft. Where was that IP address? Font size, marquee, it's a web page layout. Anyway, that's okay. Curiosity got me going, you know? Same thing. We'll clear our logs here. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm not that worried. I'm happy to just follow the bouncing ball for now. But I get the impression that, yeah, there's probably some hidden IPs and little Easter eggs in the side. We've noticed that with the log files, that there's some bits and bobs there, but not really that interested, to be honest. That hex clock seems to have changed my color scheme down here, for better or for worse. I think we're done, right? Where to from here? All right, if you see this and you've done well, and well, this might actually be worth something. Is that too much to hope for? It seems like a lot to hope for. I've realized that I just don't have time to write this whole thing. There's way too much to learn and I don't have time to do any of it. So I'm going to need to ask something more. This is an interesting way to do a tutorial. So again, I get quite agitated when you start to skirt meta. You know, like when your writing is more directed at me sitting in my chair looking at a screen, then it's more of a wink at the camera than talking to the character within the game, right? Ever since Assassin's Creed 2, game industry has been obsessed with trying to meta stuff, right? So yes, this is interesting, but it also feels more like the dev is using this to tell us this is the end of the tutorial. Here's a contrived reason why that ties in with it. There's a group that goes by Entropy. It's currently accepting members. Or did I miss? All right, no. So I'm going to need to ask something more. They'll be able to teach you more. When you're ready, I'll contact you again. As for getting into Entropy, you'll need to bypass a proxy server, a few shells, open using the command shell, running on computers that you've already got admin access on. Should be able to overload it, right? So you can sort of bully the system with shell functions, I guess. I don't know. P.S. I almost forgot, if you run into trouble, I've linked the Network Education Archives server too, and it's got a lot of useful info on it. All right, proxy server info. Analyze with Pro. Port hack. Scan. We know all this. Download files. Command RM. A few notes on proxy servers. Run shells on a computer you have admin on. Connects the target computer. Probe its security. Use shells to overload. Net Edge. Oh, well, that's just what he just said. Okay. So there's the Net Education site. And there's the Entropy test server. So, traces, passive. Okay, so there's a bit to read in here. Proxy server quick guide. I'm not going to read too much of it just now, but maybe we'll keep coming back to this and reading a bit more. Proxy servers function as a buffering layer between a target computer and a connecting counterpart that filters, caches, and monitors incoming traffic to both optimize web performance for repeated queries and prevent some kind of attacks. The most well-recognized flaw in proxy servers is their upper memory limit, which reached will force them to allow unchecked traffic to pass through. Okay. To exploit this, hackers and testers will often run shells on other computers that an attacker has access to. Then, with a collection of shells on servant machines, will connect to the target computer and just shell overload functionality, flood it with junk. Sounds a lot like DDoSing, right? Though DDoSing, as I understand, is more it's like a handshake request, and it can't keep up with that. But the same idea of taking a component that has an upper limit and flooding it with interactions or what have you. In this case, memory's the upper limit, so you're going to flood it with junk so that the memory caps out. I get it. That's cool. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's probe. Proxy detected. Okay. So can I SSH 22 straight out the bank? Proxy active. Okay, proxy takes precedence. So, how are we going to do this? Well, we need to understand how to shell properly. Maybe we can run shells on computers, connect to a target computer and probe its security, use the shell to overload the proxy. Right, well, this one, for example, we have a connection to, so we could shell. Requires admin access to run. Entropy. Oh wait, no, hang on. This is the exact server that we're trying to crack. Silly sausage. This we can shell. Right. So then if I click back on you, probe, and then overload. Is that how this works? Proxy bypassed. Oh, there you go. Cool. I guess that worked. Just took a bit of time. SSH 22. Crack in operation. Okay. Port hack. There we go. We're in. Password found. Probe system. Probably don't need to do that now that we have access. Scan, see if we can get some nodes. Oh, there you go. So that's the shelled thing. View file system. Congratulations, download this file to complete your induction test. Entropy will contact you shortly. So I guess we SCP that. Session saved, so that's probably a good thing. There we go, there they are now. Bin, zero cool. Hack the planet. You fools bow down to me. Okay, hero. Assume you know what retort means. Start by saying you have nothing but a scrub. Probably took you all week to work out how to smash through that proxy, but you're probably 12. Okay, right. Okay, I'm getting a theme here. Need help. If you hear, chances are you know a thing or two about getting into places that don't belong. Those idiots over at Stormwind have totally ruined the balance of Shaitan 3. Oh my god. I've been a super fan since the original Shaitan was released in 96. If you want, leave a text file in here and I'll find you. Interesting. So we can do like a side quest, maybe? Yeah, but I don't want to help that wanker. Admins are pretty pissed at you, Slagfire. The Chinese contingency have been hammering the servers all night, requesting gold. It's like a World of Warcraft thing, I guess. No one ever remembers to clear out the bin folder. This is a test server. Scrubs is designed for people to break in. At least tidy up. Alright. Gold farming. Bit, please read. Bit, if you're lurking, can you please come out of the shadows? I need to talk to you. Vapor won't get off my case saying something's wrong. She's sure something's going on. T. Alright. So, what do the logs have to show us? 68135, that's me. Doesn't look like anyone else has been in here. Okay, well, let's clean up. Like that. I wonder if I could just delete the entire contents of these servers and files and everything. There was nothing in that I needed to download, was there? Download. Alright, DC then. We can get out of there. Cool. Confirmation mission. Greetings, Goober. Let me be the first to congratulate you on locating and passing the Entropy group entrance exam. While to an experienced hacker it's relatively a trivial task, surprisingly few actually seem to manage it. Before we will be able to allow you to officially join the group, we must further confirm your abilities. A tabloid news server has recently taken a negative stance towards Entropy, and we'd like to temporarily disable their operation. As a second test of your skills, we ask that you bring down the server's message board. If you can, leave the non-Entropy related articles and the rest of the server intact. We do not wish to be needlessly destructive. This is not a request to simply wipe the server clean of articles. We want just that program brought down. Okay, /bot news. Entropy. Group engaged in malicious hacking. Well, what have they got to say? Recent reports suggest the internet group Entropy has recently taken to double recently's, to sheltering and providing work for a notorious hacker. While this information cannot be confirmed yet, if it is, the group will be sure to face severe legal action in the near future. In the eyes of this reporter, this represents a clear act of betrayal toward the network that allows productive groups to thrive and should be punished severely. Okay, right, that's pretty weak. How are you getting upset by the weakest of material? But anyway. Microsoft, about as bad as you expected. Suspicions arise over Entropy. Source information. Shut down public access. Long has been credited to openness of information, has been doing so by illegitimate means. I mean, this guy just sounds like he's just reporting fair news, but is your data at risk? Okay. Opal dongle patent will tantalize fanboys. Oh, I don't even want to fucking know, to be honest. Okay. /bot news. Probe. Proxy. Still got a shell? Huh? Computer is already running a shell. PS. Aha. Kill 208. Shell. Uh-huh. Come on. Well, you can see it actually filling up. Might be really hard to see. I barely saw it. This is grey, this is lighter. There we go. Okay. Guess we're in. Now, they didn't want me to destroy the whole message board. Scan network. View file system. Config is critical system file. Do not delete or rename it. Doing so will crash the board and bring the host program down. Yeah, we don't want to do that. There's the listings there. System files. Okay. Message board, right? Now, what I might do is I'm going to keep some evidence. I don't know. I've got the tools, I might as well. SCP, suspicions. No, this could incriminate me, I guess. And then if we go RM, Entropy group, malicious hacking. Alright. RM, suspicions. We should be good now. Go to the log. It's only connections from me. I'm just curious, you know, if we're going to get other people in the system. Still early days, I guess, right? I think we're good, right? I deleted the 2 message board things. I've kept them for good measure. Mission incomplete. Okay, hang on, maybe I've misunderstood. We'd like to temporarily disable the operation. As a second test, we ask that you bring down the server's message board. If you can, leave the non-related articles and the rest of the server intact. Ah, okay, so we want to crash the message board as well. I still have admin access, which is good. Okay, cool. So view file system, config caution. Critical system file, do not delete or rename it. Same thing, you never know. I will keep the config file. Remove. Logs. I think the message board should be broken now, right? Critical error. Very good. DC. Woos. Look at me go. Oh, we got the beats now, boys. Let's go. A little bit of a bounce. All right. Well, this might be actually, you know, a good little cliffhanger to hang on while we get welcomed into Entropy on the next one. Okay, this is good. Oh yeah, the beats. Let's go. We've got a little visualizer. Oh, this is quite daggy. I wouldn't say cringe, but I quite like it. This is cool. All right, team. Let me know if you want to see some more. I might just leave it there for the time being. I'll catch you guys on the next one.